It is so hard. I'll wait for people to get on. Hi! It is so hard for me to get on live when I look like a homeless mommy person. But I promised myself change, and I want to be completely 100% real with you. And today, I look like a homeless person because I have 4 kids, and that's just life. And I got on a couple of days ago and did a full live, you know, when I looked pretty, and admitted that I was struggling. Hi. And I am struggling. And it's really hard to know how much of it's like mental struggles or just mental struggles due to mom life. I've had a really sick baby for 5 months and I haven't slept, and I feel like I've aged 500 years, and my mental, like my emotional capacity and physical capacity, like I just can't handle anymore. You know what I mean? You can only take so much before you break. And there is a police officer, so I'm gonna hide my friends down here. Hello, lovely police officers. So we're on the way to the hospital right now. Lovely police right there, a whole bunch of them. And we're stopped. Right there, look at the window. See the police? And the woman being arrested. Oh my gosh. She looks like me. Anyway. Because they pulled some girl over and they're arresting her, and she looks like me. A strung out mom. But you know, strung out moms, sometimes you can accidentally mistake them for strung out drug addicts.
Does she have pink hair?
Really hard to differentiate sometimes.
Does she have pink hair?
No, she didn't have, well, I don't think her hair was pink. I think it was brown. Anyway, I struggle and I get so mad at myself because, you know, like today, it only takes me 3 minutes. I shit you not. 3 minutes to put on a face, and I look like a beautiful little goddess running around with my kids. But sometimes I just don't feel like it. And today, I didn't feel like it. And when I don't feel like it, I feel like I can't hit the live button. And that's so stupid. So I'm stopping that. I never used to feel that way. I used to get up in the mornings intentionally and turn on the live so that you guys could see how crappy I looked, because I feel like when you share beauty, it's really important to also share, you know, like, I'm not perfect. Look how terrible I look this morning, you know? But then I became overwhelmed because of mom life, and I just became stressed out, and I wouldn't say depressed, but strung out, and my work just kind of, I couldn't do it. I couldn't put my face in front of the camera, whether I was pretty or not. I couldn't do it, and I'm still struggling with it. So I promised myself today, because I know that, like, if I don't work and I don't communicate with you guys, I get so depressed and I can't function. But, you know, it's like a double-edged sword. But I don't want to turn on the live because I'm not feeling right, or I don't look right, or I don't, you know. So I'm like, you know what, screw it. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. There are days that I'm going to look like a glam goddess, and there are days that I am going to look like a trash can, and that's just all there is to it. But I'm here to love and support you guys, and to share myself and my life. That's why I have a platform. Because I'm a mom. Sometimes I do look like a trash can, bud. Not to you, but to the, you know, to society, buddy. I know that you would never think I look that way. That's so sweet. He's so sweet. But look, I covered up my hair so I look like I'm bald. And a lot of times what I'll do is my 3-minute makeup and throw on a wig if I don't have time for my hair. But anyway, there was a point to this live. I was doing really, really good. You know, obviously I was completely broken, which is what has led me to doing all of this social media stuff, because I've lived through so much awful, and my purpose now, God led me to you. My purpose is to share beauty on the inside and the outside, and what I've been through, help you heal and find beauty in, you know, in here and out here, because I want you to be beautiful inside and out. But I got to a point where, like, I was doing great. Obviously I was terrified to start. When God was like, you're gonna share your whole life, I was like, yeah, right. Over my dead body. I mean, I was terrified. But once I got started, it fit like a glove. It was great. And then I started second questioning myself like a big dummy and let myself fall apart. And at the same time that I was second questioning myself, sick kids. It wasn't just the sick baby. I have 4 kids. They're all little, and this is the worst winter we've ever had. Ever. I mean, we went for 5 months straight with extremely sick kids back to back. This one had surgery, and we're back to figure out to see whether or not he needs to get his, they had to put tubes in his ears, and 3 days after they put the tubes in, the procedure went beautifully. 3 days after he got his tubes, he got the flu, and now they're clogged. And he has been so sick ever since. And I haven't slept, and I'm exhausted, and you know, which leads to stress. And I wouldn't say that I'm depressed, but I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. We're trying to park. Anyway, I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder because I suffered really, really bad physical and domestic abuse in my marriage, my previous marriage. And I had a baby that died, and I was raped when I was a teenager. Like, all these awful things that happened to me. So obviously I've got some PTSD going on. And anytime that, like, things get, like, you know, it's a roller coaster. He fell asleep, buddy. We're gonna have to start walking in there in a second. But I do really good, and then I do really bad. Like, you know, good days, bad days. But normally it's not like that. It's normally like I'm in a really, really good place or a really, really bad place. And recently I feel like I'm in the bad place. And I wasn't, you know, I was trying to just move forward. I wasn't working as much, but keeping a smile on my face. And then I was like, that's so stupid. You're supposed to share when you're struggling, but it's hard to share. So I just want you guys to know that I am struggling. It is hard, and you're not alone. We all struggle, and I'm here to admit that I'm struggling, and I'm not ashamed of it, you know, because I have overcome so much to get to where I am today that it's okay to struggle. But when you get to that point where you know something's wrong and it's not okay, you know, that's when you have to, like, stop, acknowledge it, and make it better, which is what I'm doing. So I just want you guys to know that if you're struggling with something, you're not alone. Feel free to share. Let me know what's going on with you, or just, you know that, just knowing that you're not alone. I mean, being a mom of 4 is enough in and of itself, not to mention all of the things I'm trying to overcome on a daily basis and maintain my stress level and work on top of it and have the confidence to not doubt myself, which I wasn't doing for a long time. I don't know why I'm doubting myself. What? I had to go pick him up from school early, and he was napping. So.
Why you said your baby died?
Oh. I did have a baby that died, Malachi, but you're too little. I'll explain that to you when you get older, okay?
No, I will cry.
You'll cry? Yeah, Evan and Jade cried too when I told them about it. My firstborn died. But I have 4 healthy children now. Anyway, the whole goal of this video is just to get on here looking like a homeless person, owning it, and not being ashamed of it, telling you that I'm struggling, owning it, not being ashamed of it, being late for my appointment, owning it, and being ashamed of that. Crap, we were early too. But I got sidetracked because I'm talking to you guys. But you know, especially as an influencer, just because social media is so awful and the standards are so high, which is why I began questioning myself all the time. And it's stupid. Comparison is the thief of joy. I will no longer compare myself to anyone, ever. Or that's my goal anyway. Oh my gosh, he's so heavy. And I think that, come on Malachi, I think that me sharing myself when I look and feel awful is, if anything, more inspiring, because it just goes to show you how, stop, come on, how, you know, awful you can, you know, you have good days and you have bad days. Some days you look great and you feel great. Some days you feel awful and look awful, and you know, it's just life. That's what it is. I mean, that's just how it is. And why would we be ashamed of that? But we are. And here I am, like, saying, we only want to share the pretty, and here I'm afraid to share the ugly too. Not anymore. Is this? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Keep up with me. Come on, keep up with me. Asher's so heavy. Look. Okay, we gotta go because I think we're gonna late.
The elevator.
Yes, we need to go up in the elevator. Push the button. The up button, the one at the top. Good job. Alright, it may not stay live in an elevator. Sorry. Come on, bud. Now hit number 5.
Hit number 5.
Yep. Good job.
Party, party, party in the elevator. Elevator. Party, party, party in the elevator. Party in the elevator.
Party in the elevator. Are we on the 5th floor? Yes, we are.
Going up.
Alright.
Don't say going up.
Yeah, good job. That was a nice party in the elevator.
Oh, it goes that way.
Now we need to find our office.
How is it
Anyway.
going up? Go up.
I'll probably have to get off of here because I'm going into a doctor's office. But I just wanted you guys to know I'm still here. I'm not going to give up, even though it's hard.
Oh, it's thirsty.
And I'm going to let you know how ugly I am on my ugly days.
It's locked.
It's locked. It's not locked.
It didn't open, Mommy.
Because I don't want you guys to feel ashamed.
Mommy.
So that means I can't feel ashamed. I'm an influencer. What kind of influence is that? Not the right kind.
Mommy.
What?
Do you have food in your backpack?
I do have food in my backpack. So hopefully we'll get some answers today. Pray to God we get some answers today. For the love of God, we need answers. Right, Malachi? We need answers.
Yeah.
We need to know what's...
Do you have plates?
Do I have plates? No, I brought cups. And I forgot to grab bottles of water. Diaper bag. Mommy on the go bag. I always pack cups to put their snacks in, and I always pack straws for tiny little bottles of water. Just, you know, FYI in case.
I don't want those. I want these.
You want these? Okay. Because I feel like, I mean, who wants to carry around bowls? So I just use plastic cups on the go. And Pringles are great to take with you because they don't crunch. Here, bud.
Thank you.
But I always have a full bag of food because for some reason my children feel like every time we go to the doctor, we're supposed to sit down and have like a full meal. I don't know how that happened because I always carry so many snacks because I have 4 kids. But now they're like so overly needy that no Teddy Grahams? Okay. That like if I forget a snack or a water or a straw or a cup or like one of the necessities, they freak out. I do have another cup, but I forgot water. I forgot the water bottle. I can see if there's a sink and put some water in Asher's snack cup. Anyway, hi. I just feel bad because I haven't been able to work. I haven't been posting much. And my whole goal is to inspire you and help you find true beauty and share my real life. And how can I do that if I'm too ashamed to turn on the live when I'm having an ugly day? So I'm not gonna do that anymore. Can I get an amen? Nobody else is in the waiting room at the moment because I'm a dummy and I let myself get insecure. You're thirsty, you're thirsty, you're thirsty.
I'm gonna get a fountain to put my laundry.
Look at him.
It's outside the room.
You saw a water fountain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go see. Asher will be safe for a minute. I have the cup. I have the cup.
Oh.
Yeah. Is there a water fountain?
No.
Yeah, there is. Okay, I'll get it.
It's outside in the room.
Anyway, I'm just live at the moment because we're stuck sitting in a doctor's office. Go ahead, push it. But it's one of those things where we're all like afraid to talk about. And you know, that's one of the reasons why I started a platform, because, you know, I don't want people to be ashamed of feeling stressed out or depressed or going through a funk, you know.
Super happy.
It's normal. We all do it. We all suffer with it, especially stay-at-home moms. Is it his turn? Yay! Talk to these guys soon.